What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be building a universal fight stick the easy way. It's just going to feature the Brook universal fighting board, but these instructions will also work for the Brook PS3 PS4 fighting board with the 20-pin breakout. Okay guys, let's talk about the 20-pin harness itself. In order to use this, make sure when you order your Brook universal fighting board that you order it with the 20-pin connector already on it, or when you're using the Brook PS3 PS4 fighting board, you get the Paradise Arcade breakout for it. When installing on this specific board, face the USB to the right, and you want the empty pins on here, the ones that don't have any wires coming out of them, to be all the way on the left. It goes like that. So when wiring it up, this has all the connections you need to make to your joystick. So let's start here, from left to right. You have your kick connectors, right? So that's all your kick buttons. Also has a black daisy chain built in. Next you have all your punch buttons. Also has a black daisy chain built in. See how that is? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you have your, depending on what system you're on, you're going to be start, back, and guide. Or if you're on the PS4, you're going to be options, share, home button. And you have your JLF harness built into this. This is also compatible with your Famitsu joystick. Basically just flip it around. Should be compatible with Hayabusa fight sticks as well as a drop-in replacement. This is actually a JLF harness that's been modified and built into this connector. Let's get started with the installation. I've gone ahead and mounted the Brook universal fighting board inside this case already. This also has our 20-pin connector we're going to use to wire up all our buttons, right? For information on the wiring, I'm going to show you a link in the description. We're going to bring it up real quick so you can see how the 20-pin is laid out. So there you can see where all your power, ground, and all that good stuff is. By looking at that, we're going to pick up our 20-pin connector, and that's going to help us determine where everything goes, right? Pretty simple. Pop in the 20-pin connector. Your joystick is going to be facing down. So we're going to go ahead and take this gate off real quick. I've already taken the joystick out because I don't like to work inside my cases with the joystick in, because then we end up putting too much pressure on it. Basically, you just take this PCB and flip it down. If you have a Famitsu, it's the same thing. Make sure that you mount it facing down. And pop our gate back in, secure it, and here is our joystick harness. So this actually has just enough length to reach over here. This is actually a pretty big case we're working in, so this should work pretty good with most things. And put it in. So now let's grab our button harnesses. Alright, so I'm looking at my diagram. I can see that this blue here is going to be one kick. So this should be pretty simple. Go ahead, each one of these, on this harness, there's a daisy chain already built in, and each other wire is color coded. So it should be simple as putting that sucker in. 2 kick, 3 kick, and this gray one is 4 kick, which I don't have because I'm not going to use a 8-button layout. Shove that to the side here. Our next harness is our punches. Red, it's 1 punch. Green one is on 3. So there we go. Don't need that button there. So these are going to float. Stuff that all in there. So now these 3 are going to be my start, home, and select, or share, or options, or let's see where these are at. Gray is select. All right. Pink, just like below gray, is home. I'm going to do that in the center. And this green one here has got to be start. And looking at the wiring diagram, that's what it is. So there you go. That's simple. Of course, it can take some time to clean this up. Alright, so I ran out of zip ties, but I went ahead and tied this up with this little strap that I had. That's actually going to be fine. I'm going to put the bottom panel back on. Actually, going to put the joystick back on first. So I decided to put a little bit heavier spring. This is a 2-pound spring. I got this on Paradise Arcade Shop's website as well. Alright, it's in there. Alright, so with this harness in particular, we already know that it's got to go, PCB's got to be facing down. And put it in there. Put that baby in there. And let's go ahead and put our bottom back on. There we go. We have a ready for action fight stick. Oop. Don't forget to tighten up your ball top. I'm gonna have to go and take the bottom off again so I can tighten the ball top on. But there we go. We're ready for action. We're gonna do some testing. Alright, so I tested everything out. Everything works perfectly. If you like this video and you want to see more like them, make sure you hit like and hit subscribe down in this area here. And stay tuned for more videos like this. Alright, we'll see you on the next one.